And we're back, and this time we are digging deep into some dark waters. This is a movie that stars Mark Ruffalo, Anne Hathaway, Tim Robbins, and yeah.
You warned me off this. That was the thing. You warned me off this like a week ago, I think. So yeah, you can see why it's not an awards contender.
Yeah, I mean,
hell of a cast.
Hell of a cast. Amazing story. So for anyone, here in the UK, if you're listening in from the UK, you probably don't really know a lot about DuPont. This kind of, is it a chemical factory?
This is one of the DuPont family's many industries is a chemical company.
Plant.
Yes.
And basically, they have been accused by this lawyer played by Mark Ruffalo that they are poisoning, or have been for a number of years, poisoning the water in the surrounding area of their chemical plant, which firstly was killing off a load of animals. Secondly was proving to
basically create cancers, wasn't it?
Create cancers, but also provide birth defects as well.
Yes.
And it's basically a massive cover-up that this one lawyer takes upon himself to completely unravel.
They should say what they done.
You're right, they should. And it kills me that they won't. But that would mean going to trial and proving that C8 killed your cows. And every scientist who knows anything about any of this already works for these chemical companies. That's not an accident, Earl. Earl, these companies, they have all the money all the time, and they'll use it, trust me. I know, I was one of them.
You're still one of them.
That totally would have been the Oscar clip as well. You just know it. You know if Mark Ruffalo had gotten a Best Supporting Actor movie for the second movie he's done in 6 years where he went after someone named DuPont, and the last time he actually did get an Oscar nomination for it, you just know that would have been the clip they played on the night.
The only thing is that he should have got Best Actor, not Best Supporting Actor, because he's the lead in this
Oh,
film.
it would be the actor for this, but it was Best Supporting Actor for Foxcatcher. But, what is it with that man and the DuPonts? Why can't he leave them alone? Anyway, did you think, like, Spotlight with a dimmer bulb during this?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I like the concept is because it is like Spotlight. You're uncovering a case and it's getting worse as you find out more about it.
Procedural.
Yes,
Yeah, it has that.
Well, actually, do you know what? Saying it's procedural, it's so linear. It's almost on the verge of boring because
there's no personality, I found.
Yeah, so for me, there's lots of courtrooms, lots of offices, lots of rooms with boxes, and not a lot more.
Exactly. I mean, the
occasional cow that doesn't look very well. It's and this is the problem, and it's a Todd Haynes film. You know, Todd Haynes did Carol.
And,
stylistically beautiful films, and then we get this, and you kind of think, where's the love gone with this? Because it's like, where's the artistic license? Because yes, the story itself is the story. It needs to be told, needs to be truthful.
Story. Horrifying
Fascinating story. But you need to give it some artistic license to make it visually compelling.
Right, here's my thing with that as well. So Mark Ruffalo's performance is great now. When is he not great?
Yeah.
He's Mark Ruffalo. But the thing is, he clearly seems to think that he's in a film that has a lot more passion behind it than this actually does.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that emotional involvement from...
There's a bit of distance, isn't there?
There is. It's a very withdrawn telling of this story.
Do you know what also? It feels dim, as in like the grading on the film is dark and dim and cold and non-inviting as an audience member to watch, which I find a bit strange.
Did that make you feel like this could have been set in the late 80s rather than the late 90s onwards at one point? Because I had that feeling, like, when is this?
Felt very basic.
Yeah. Very muted, very dowdy.
Yeah.
But,
and that, for me, as an audience member, kind of puts me off, and you lose your attention. I ended up kind of looking at my phone quite a few times in this. And I know, and that's blasphemous. But it's a David and Goliath story. It's interesting to see kind of the certain lengths that a corporation will go to protect themselves, which can be quite scary at times.
God, yes.
You've got a great cast, some of which are massively underused. Oscar winner Anne Hathaway is one, shall I point out. She's massively underused as the wife this.
Yeah, she literally is the wife, isn't she?
It's such a thankless role.
Can I give a shout out for Bill Camp, though, as the farmer who initially hires Mark Ruffalo and becomes kind of a linchpin of the story.
Yeah.
Really great performance. I like him anyway.
Yeah.
Also Victor Garber as the evil corporate attorney. I love Victor Garber. I have done since Alias.
Bill Pullman's in this as well.
Yeah, Bill Pullman also exists, doing a foghorn leghorn voice for no reason.
No reason. Tim Robbins, again, great actor, no reason.
Gets actually quite a good moment as well, in which he tells off a bunch of lawyers. But it's like the only moment of passion outside of Mark Ruffalo in the whole movie.
Oh, it's just one of those things that I kind of go, do you know what? There's a reason why it didn't do well at award season. It's been out in the States. It's been out for a while, and it didn't get any pickup. And it's unfortunate the linear through line of this is what makes it sort of unexciting. So for me, kind of gets like 3/4 of a thumbs up.
3/4 of a thumb. Do you know what? I'll give it 1 for Ruffalo's performance. I will just say, though, basically, if you want this with laughs, just watch Aaron Brockovich.
Yes.
You know,
and if you want this but better, watch Spotlight.
Exactly. There we are.
Yeah.
See, this is why we're a team.